Hi, my name is Sarah. Before marrying Ricky, my husband, I told him that I wanted to travel the world and asked him if he wanted to do the same. He said yes, so here we are. In today's video, I want to review and recap our most recent sailing on the Mariner of the Seas. I'm going to go over 8 different aspects of our sailing, and let me know in the comments if you are sailing on Mariner of the Seas in the near future. And also check out our Mariner of the Seas vlogs on our channel. If you are new and somehow stumbled upon our channel, make sure to subscribe before you leave. First, let's talk about embarkation at Port Canaveral. Now, the procedure is probably changing for your next sailing, so make sure you do your own research. Everything else is pretty much the same as usual embarkation, but here's a few things that are different. For our sailing in early September of 2021, we had to get our COVID test 3 days before sailing. We did set up an appointment with CVS about 2 weeks before we're supposed to get tested. The next thing that is different is that we also need to bring the hard copy of our vaccination cards. You have to be fully vaccinated, meaning that you have received 2 full doses and that the last dose was administered 14 days before the sail date. If you opt in for the vaccination that only has 1 dose, then that first and last dose had to be administered 14 days before the sail date as well. The next thing that is different is that everyone in your party also needs to fill out a health questionnaire form the day before on the app. And last but not least, you need to be at the port at the time that you chose during check-in. I heard you can get turned away if you arrive early, but we arrived a little later than the check-in time that we chose, which I like because our cabin was ready by the time we got on the ship, so we can just drop off our stuff right away. Here's a question for you. What is the one thing you have to do on embarkation day? Leave it in the comments below. I know some people love to get lunch at the buffet, or maybe you want to jump in the pool right away. Let me know what is that one thing that you have to do on embarkation day that you never miss in the comments below. I would love to know. The next category that I want to talk about is about the food and just dining experience in general. And spoiler alert, everything was good. I really had no complaints. I'm going to do a food review video in the next one that I'm going to be uploading this week. So if you don't want to miss that video, make sure to subscribe to the channel before you leave. We were on the Mariner for 4 nights and we ate at the MDR or the main dining room on all of the nights except for one because we wanted to try out izumi. We ate at the hibachi station, and if you don't want to eat the hibachi, you can also just eat at the sushi bar. The food was really good, but I gotta say it's nothing too special. If you have been to any other hibachi restaurants before on land, it's very similar. If you just want to try out a hibachi on ship, you should definitely try out izumi. We had a really good experience, and like I said before, I am going to make a food review video in the next one that I'm uploading this week that will kind of go over a little bit more in depth about our experience at izumi. We also went to the Windjammer for breakfast and lunch a couple times. Everything was good, especially the pasta at Windjammer. The only difference was that it's not self-serving anymore, so somebody from the staff will serve you, and I know some people don't like that because you might feel like you're being judged because you keep asking for, second or third or whatever, but I really liked it because I don't have to worry about the serving spoon being dirty or, being touched with anyone else's germs. Dinners at the MDR were always really good. Service was awesome. We had the same servers throughout our cruise. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to do a more in-depth video for all of the food that we ate on Mariner of the Seas. And I just have to tell you that MDR was great as always, and we just love eating there. We love the atmosphere. We love the appetizers. As you will see, I probably ordered the same thing or the same appetizers on all of the nights because I love my shrimp cocktails and I love my escargots. We also get pizza a couple times from the Promenade Cafe. They were pretty good, but we just didn't really crave pizza a lot during our sailing because there are other options that are better. But if you want a quick bite snacks, kind of like in the middle of the day between lunch and dinner, you can definitely go to the Promenade Cafe and get some pizza, some fruits, some sandwiches, and even coffee if you like. There's also one other specialty dining that we tried out on our sailing on board the Mariner of the Seas. We actually went to Jamie's Italian for lunch for the first time. I really highly recommend going to Jamie's. It was $19.99 a person and you can order as much as you wanted to. I really love their meat plank appetizers and the pastas that I ordered. Anyways, last but not least, we also got room service for breakfast. Continental breakfast is free on Royal Caribbean ships, which was pretty good. If you want to order anything else, like anything on their lunch menu or their dinner menu, I believe they charge you about $7.95 or so, which is still pretty good because I'm pretty sure you can order as much as you want for room service and you only get charged the one time $7.95, and I usually just also provide tip for whoever is delivering my food into our cabin. Before moving on to the next thing that I want to review, if you are new and you somehow stumbled upon our channel and upon this video, make sure to subscribe before you leave. Alright, the next thing that I want to mention is the onboard activities. I feel like they offered a little less activities on our sailings than usual, but there were still a lot of options. There were a lot of trivia, live music at the bars, movies on the Lido deck, and bingo sessions, karaoke, and a whole lot more. We probably did bingo the most during our sailing because we just love to do that. We also went to, I think, only one trivia at this time. Since it was our first cruise back, we mostly ate and just relaxed inside our cabin and sometimes on our balcony. Here's the question for you. What is your favorite activity to do on board? On Royal Caribbean cruises, we love to do bingo, and we also sometimes hang out at the casinos to play blackjack. Leave your favorite activities to do on board in the comments below, and let's see if you like to do the same thing. Alright, next is the entertainment, which was the shows that were happening during the sailing. We went to all of the shows every single night, and it was not too bad. I do wish that they had Broadway style shows on Mariner of the Seas, but they didn't. It was also our first time going to the ice show, which was pretty cool because it was a new experience for us, and I cannot wait to go on other ship that may have different ice show. Overall, the entertainment was not bad, but not super special. But I still take any night being able to watch a show on a ship than at home watching, I don't know, Friends on my couch. Okay, the next category that I want to talk about is the service and staff. Oh my gosh, I cannot say anything bad about the service and staff on our sailing. Every single staff that we encountered on board was exceptional. I think they were just very happy and very excited that they got to sail again with us, the passengers. I gotta say that our server at Izumi was extra special. He was super attentive and always making sure that we are doing okay. He always refilled our drinks even before we ran out of water. Our hibachi chef was also super entertaining and very enthusiastic. I also gotta mention that the manager at Izumi also took some time to talk to us and made sure that everything was okay. Here's the question for you. If you've been on a Royal Caribbean cruise, what is your favorite specialty dining venue? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's move on to the ship quality. Mariner of the Seas first launched in 2003, and I believe it was one of the ships that was recently amplified. This was my first time on board the Mariner of the Seas, so I wasn't sure what it looked like before the amplification. But overall, I loved the ship. I've only been to one other Royal Caribbean ship, which was the Enchantment of the Seas back in 2019. And Enchantment of the Seas was actually a much smaller and older ship, which I still love. But it was awesome to be on Mariner because it's a bit bigger and you just kind of get to explore and experience different things. Some people around YouTube were saying that the amplification only kind of focused on the outside and not really inside the cabins. But honestly, for me, the cabin is not that bad at all. Some of the shelves look a bit worn out, but it didn't really bother me at all. If you guys are enjoying my full-on review about our most recent sailing on Mariner of the Seas, make sure you let me know by liking this video. And if you are new and you somehow stumble upon this video and upon our channel, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Speaking about the cabin, we stayed at a balcony cabin and it was our first time ever staying at a balcony cabin. I love how I can just step outside if I need fresh air, and I love that I could just set up my GoPro on the balcony to get some time lapse of the sunrise or whenever we are pulling into a port. Even during sailaway on embarkation day, we just stayed in our cabin and we just enjoyed the view from our private balcony. The space is perfect for us. We stayed at an ocean view cabin on our first cruise, and to us it had pretty decent space as well. But with this balcony cabin, it was more spacious, and I love that there's a decent space for us to get ready in front of the mirror. We can also watch TV while we get ready if we wanted to. The shower space was also pretty decent. I think it was about the same size inside the shower as the one on our previous cruise. But I think the shower on the Mariner is a bit better because it actually had like a door to close the shower instead of a curtain. The last thing I want to say about the cabin is the bed. I think I had one of the best sleeps on this bed. I fell asleep so quickly, and if I can bring this bed home, I totally would. Last but not least is the debarkation process. It was super easy and super quick. We carried our own suitcases since we only have 2 total, and we just basically walk off the ship after we exited our cabin. The immigration process was also really quick. There was like a machine at the port that scanned our face, and that's basically it. That concludes my super long review of our most recent sailing on board the Mariner of the Seas. Overall, it was such a great sailing because we have booked a couple cruises for 2020 that got canceled unfortunately, and we finally were able to hop on a cruise ship, and I couldn't ask for a better first cruise back than Mariner of the Seas. Honestly, anytime we're able to be on a cruise instead of being at home, I'm just super happy. Here's the question for you. Before I go, when is your next cruise and which cruise line are you going with? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching this video and hanging out with me today. If you love cruising and traveling, make sure you subscribe to our channel. There's gonna be, I think, a couple more Mariner of the Seas related videos that are gonna be coming out, but I'm going to start working on our Disney Wonder videos because we just hopped on Disney Wonder in early October, and I want to share all of our experience because it was our first Disney cruise. But anyways, enough rambling from me. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in our next video. Bye!